Hey friends, welcome back to my agenda where we think highly of ourselves and we are kind to others because if we aren't, then who will? Today's Posh tip is what brands, 5 of them, do I always pick up? Yes, style does matter some. For the most part, these are 5 brands that you can pick up that will most likely sell. Brands, 5 of them, that you can more than likely pick up and they will actually sell. So 5 bread and butter brands that will, again, more than likely sell that you should not pass up unless they are really ugly or worn. So we're not going to take very long to get into this. These are just tips. Again, use your discretion. Make sure you're not purchasing items that are heavily worn or damaged. Damaged items do sell, depending on how damaged they are, but you have to be very careful with how you disclose it in your comments in case someone opens a case against you. You don't want those problems. Without further ado, brand number 1 is going to be Free People. Now, a lot of people say Free People is no longer, a hot selling item. I think because Free People is actually on Poshmark now, that's kind of the case. With me, Free People always sells consistently. I can always get between $25 and $40 on a good Free People item. I pick it up a lot. I have a ton in my stash in that death pile that I have not listed yet. But Free People does very, very, very well, especially the more rare items. The things that you may think are ugly, a lot of people love that. The boho style type things, people love that. So Free People is definitely number 1. Number 2 is gonna be J. Crew. Anyway, so number 2, that brand is gonna be J. Crew. J. Crew does very, very, very well for me. I have a closet. Well, I had a closet full of it. A lot of it has sold, but I have a ton back there that I really need to get listed. So J. Crew, again, make sure that you know the difference between J. Crew and J. Crew Factory. On the tag, 2 dots indicate factory. Do some research on that. Maybe I'll make a video. But majority of the time, the tags that have dots, those are factory items. Those are a little easier to come by, which is not always a problem because I've sold a lot of that as well. But J. Crew is one of those bread and butter brands. I noticed tops, dresses, and blouses do better than their jeans. I've seen shoes and purses. I actually have a purse that's listed for J. Crew. It's been up for maybe a month. I need to probably relist that. Either way, J. Crew is definitely another one to be on the lookout for. Again, make sure those items are fashionable and they are, kind of trendy items. Like a J. Crew teddy sweater is going to do awesome. So make sure you're looking out for style when it comes to J. Crew. Number 3 is going to be your Madewell. Madewell always does well for me, especially their denim. Those jeans, those are really, really, really desirable. I've noticed that size 25 and up do really, really well. Again, larger sizes are desirable. So Madewell is one of those that you kind of want to pay attention to because I noticed that a lot when you're thrifting. Those smaller sizes are out there a lot. Madewell is a bread and butter brand for sure. Again, I would caution you to pay attention to the style, like their basic tees and stuff like that probably aren't going to do well. Now, Madewell also has some other labels that fall under them, the same with J. Crew. And yeah, that's a whole nother video. But look out for Madewell because that is also a bread and butter brand. So now we're going to get into a higher end denim. We're going to get to Mother. Mother is one of those brands, again, that I have seen people say, well, it doesn't do well for me anymore. No. Mother jeans do really well. I can't hold on to them. They kind of just, as I list them, probably within the next 2 weeks, they're going to be sold. Mother jeans do really, really, really well. And those are upwards of typically $60 and higher. So I just am mindful when I'm buying Mother jeans that they are a good wash, like a nice denim wash, and that they are not torn up. They don't have stains or anything like that. People love mother jeans. So that is an item that I would not pass up. I also would probably not pay more than $20 for a pair of mother jeans just because of the return that I like to get. But that's completely up to you. But mother does very, very, very well. All right, and your fifth item that you should always grab when you see, depending on style, I will say that. Newer labels do a little bit better. It's definitely going to be Lululemon. Lululemon is a little more difficult for me to find. I do have a couple of pieces that I have not listed. So with Lululemon, you just want to make sure that you authenticate, visually inspect the label, and make sure it's not a knockoff. Although it is very, very profitable, it is an item that is easily found in thrift stores, that is easily and heavily counterfeited. So be careful with your Lululemon, but Lululemon is a brand that will absolutely resell. Since you made it this far, I'm gonna give you one extra brand. It's a shoe brand, and it's Rothy's. Also highly counterfeited, but Rothy's are gonna give you a great bang for your buck, especially if you're thrifting it at like Goodwill. If you can find Rothy's for under $10 and they're real, snatch them up. I would even go to say like under 20. That's just my personal opinion. So I have actually found a pair of Rothy's at Goodwill that I had to take back. They were $20 and they were super fake. So be mindful of your brands. Do a little bit of research before you snatch up the latter two, Lululemon and Rothy's. Make sure that you know how to look at the label so you're not fooled or duped, and don't waste your money. That is going to conclude today's Posh tip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have other bread and butter brands that you thrift and do not leave without, drop them down below. Let us know. Again, we're all learning and thrifting together. Let's grow our business. All right, guys, that is it. Until tomorrow, take care and share love always. Bye, guys.